Stepping into a Shinto shrine in Japan, one is immediately struck by an atmosphere that feels both serene and deeply spiritual. The air often carries the scent of incense, while the quiet rustle of leaves and the gentle murmur of water create a natural soundtrack to moments of reflection. Among the many figures that inhabit these sacred spaces, the Miko, or shrine maidens, stand out with their distinctive appearance and subtle yet essential presence. Dressed traditionally in white haori jackets and vibrant red hakama skirts, these young women are more than just cultural icons. They serve as vital links between the modern world and Japan's ancient spiritual heritage. The role of the Miko is intertwined with Shinto, Japan's indigenous faith that venerates kami, or spirits believed to inhabit natural objects and phenomena. Shinto shrines, scattered across the country, act as homes to these kami, and it is within this context that the Miko carry out their duties. Their origins reach far back, tracing to a time when female shamans served as intermediaries between humans and the divine. While the specific practices and status of shrine maidens have evolved over centuries, their symbolic connection to spiritual communication remains a cornerstone of their identity. On the surface, Miko are often seen performing ritual dances called kagura, which are mesmerizing sequences of movements said to please the kami. These dances are typically executed during festivals or special ceremonies and are accompanied by traditional music that reinforces the transcendent atmosphere. However, their responsibilities extend beyond dance. Shrine maidens assist priests in various rituals, manage ceremonial objects, and sometimes participate in fortune-telling or purification rites. Their role is to maintain the smooth operation of the shrine's spiritual activities, supporting the priests and ensuring that the sacred traditions continue without interruption. For visitors, noticing a Miko at shrine is a reminder of the living connection to Japan's past and the enduring importance of Shinto practices in daily life. Despite the influence of modern technology and urban development, these women help preserve a sense of continuity and reverence for nature and the divine. The presence of Miko also adds to the aesthetic harmony of the shrine environment. Their flowing garments echo natural elements, the white symbolizing purity and the red believed to ward off evil, blending human ritual with the shrine's sacred setting. This balance between the physical and spiritual worlds is fundamental to Shinto belief, and the Miko's role embodies that delicate interplay. Today, many young women serving as shrine maidens attend school or pursue careers outside the shrine, representing a blend of tradition and contemporary life. Yet, when they perform their duties, they step into a role that has preserved Japan's spiritual customs for generations. In this way, the figure of the Miko offers a window into Japan's unique religious culture, where ancient practices continue to coexist with modern society. Understanding the Miko's place within the Shinto shrine reveals not only a specific set of ritual functions, but also a broader story of heritage, identity, and the search for meaning in a rapidly changing world. The tradition of the Miko dates back many centuries, evolving alongside Shinto itself, one of Japan's oldest religious practices. Originally, Miko were seen primarily as spiritual mediums or shamans, believed to possess the power to communicate directly with the kami, the divine spirits revered throughout the country. In early Japanese history, particularly during the Yayoi and Kofun periods, Miko performed ecstatic rituals which involved trance-like states, allowing them to channel messages from the spiritual realm. Over time, as Shinto practices became more systematized, the role of the Miko transformed into a more formalized, ritualistic function within shrines rather than purely ecstatic ceremonies. By the Heian period, roughly spanning the 8th to 12th centuries, Miko were recognized figures who supported the Shinto clergy, performing ceremonial dances known as kagura. These kagura dances remain some of the most identifiable rituals associated with Miko today. Originally intended as offerings to the kami, kagura involves graceful, deliberate movements often accompanied by instruments like the kagura suzu, a small bell tree, or the taiko drum. The purpose of the dance is to please the gods, invite their blessings, or narrate mythological stories drawn from ancient Shinto texts. These dances are performed during festivals and important shrine ceremonies, creating a tangible connection between the human and divine. Through the centuries, while the style and details of Kagura have varied locally, the core spiritual intention has remained unchanged. Aside from Kagura, Miko participate in other essential rituals at shrines. They assist priests during rites to cleanse and purify both people and sacred spaces, often waving branches of sakaki, a type of evergreen tree considered sacred, to drive away impurities. Miko may also help prepare and offer sacred food, manage ritual objects, and support the flow of ceremonies during major festivals like New Year's Day or the annual rice planting festivals, which symbolize renewal and prosperity. Historically, their duties extended into fortune-telling or divination, using traditional methods to interpret divine will or guidance for worshippers. Although fortune-telling is less publicly prominent today, some shrines continue this practice discreetly. Socially and religiously, Miko have long held a unique position. In early Japan, their spiritual roles granted them recognition and respect within communities, linking them directly to the world of the gods. However, their status fluctuated, influenced by changes in political power and religious reforms, especially during the Meiji Restoration in the 19th century, when Shinto was reorganized as a state religion. During this period, the role of Miko shifted more towards ceremonial support, and many formerly independent female shamans were integrated into the shrine system under priestly oversight. Today, while the essence of their role remains spiritual, Miko are predominantly young women who serve as caretakers and facilitators of shrine traditions rather than trance mediums. Their presence continues to symbolize the continuity of sacred customs in Japanese society. Some larger shrines retain teams of Miko who actively participate in seasonal festivals, maintaining centuries-old rituals, while smaller shrines may have only occasional Miko or rely on volunteers. Today, the role of Miko remains an important thread in the fabric of Shinto practice, yet it is also one marked by evolving expectations and complex challenges. Many shrine maidens balance their traditional duties with modern lives, often attending school or holding part-time jobs alongside their shrine responsibilities. This dual existence reflects a broader tension, upholding ancient customs in a society that is becoming increasingly secular and fast-paced. For some Miko, the role is a meaningful spiritual vocation, rooted in a deep respect for their heritage and the kami they serve. For others, it may be a temporary position or even a family tradition passed down through generations. Despite these differences, Miko continue to act as vital custodians of cultural knowledge and rituals at Shinto shrines nationwide. One of the significant ways Miko contribute today is through cultural preservation. By performing Kagura dances, assisting in seasonal festivals, and supporting shrine ceremonies, they help keep centuries-old practices alive. These rituals not only serve a religious purpose, but also attract visitors keen to experience traditional Japanese spirituality. In this way, Miko play a vital role in promoting tourism and educating the public about Shinto beliefs. Their visible presence at shrines offers a living connection to history, reminding visitors and locals alike of Japan's rich cultural legacy. However, the contemporary role of Miko is not without challenges. The decreasing number of young women willing or able to serve as shrine maidens has been a concern for some shrines, especially smaller, rural ones. Urbanization, changing lifestyles, and shifting interests mean that fewer young people pursue this traditional role. Additionally, there can be pressure to conform to traditional expectations, such as strict dress codes and behavioral norms, which may conflict with modern values and the desire for personal freedom. Moreover, Japan's shifting religious landscape adds complexity to the future of the Miko. With declining religious affiliation among the population and the rise of secularism, the role that once held clear spiritual authority now faces uncertainties. While Shinto festivals and shrine visits remain popular, many engage with them culturally rather than religiously. This shift affects how the role of the Miko is perceived and practiced, potentially recasting it more as cultural performance than spiritual duty. Some shrines have adapted by allowing greater flexibility in the role, encouraging young women to combine shrine duties with personal and professional development. Others have used technology and social media to raise awareness and appreciation of Miko traditions among younger generations and global audiences. This adaptability may be key to sustaining the role as Japan continues to modernize. Ultimately, understanding and respecting the role of Miko means recognizing them as more than just ritual performers or cultural symbols. They are guardians of a spiritual world that many pass by without fully appreciating. Their presence embodies a unique spiritual heritage that links the past with the present, nature with humanity, and the divine with everyday life. Appreciating their role offers insight into the delicate balance between tradition and change, and the ongoing story of how ancient beliefs find expression in a modern world.